Welcome to episode 79 of the bracket. Today we are doing a bracket of the most disappointing things, and we have the duo back, Dana B and Marty.
What's up, fellas?
Very excited to have you guys back.
I didn't even realize I was
today.
I was like, I didn't even realize.
Oh,
No, he changed his saying.
Not to say that
He changed his saying?
Yeah.
What's his saying now?
Say
The N-word.
Come on.
Yeah, I guess so. That is his famous one.
Yeah.
Lord.
Did we copyright?
That's yeah. We let him have the IP.
But yeah, we got a big bracket today, so I just want to hop right into it because this would be a fun one. And also, one person that submitted items, I think, has a fundamental misunderstanding of what the word disappointing means.
It's got to be Marty.
It's got to be Marty Mush.
Yep.
No fingers getting pointed. No fingers
I
getting
really
pointed.
tried this one too.
This was so easy to do right for. I usually sit down.
There's so many. Yeah.
This one was so hard. Me and Dana were like, shit.
Struggling.
It should be very
You
easy.
just told me to say my dick. Like, all right, we're doing that again?
So it would
definitely
be
not on.
disappointing if you ever had a big dick and then you woke up and it was like yours. That would be
That would be
disappointing.
awesome.
Your tiny dick. Why would that be
To
awesome?
have a big dick?
And then lose it and you wake up with yours?
Oh, no. Yeah. I thought you meant just wake up with a big dick. That'd be sick.
Dreaming.
Where would you piss?
Oh, yeah. That you weren't here to defend yourself on that. That
Balls
was
would get all
unbelievable.
chapped.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, dude!
And
Why
dry.
bottles?
All right. Okay. Are you talking about in Ronkonkoma or in
Both?
Jersey?
Did both.
Ronkonkoma,
My childhood home.
Ronkonkoma, I lived in a basement and there was no bathroom down there. So a lot of the times I would pee.
Fucking crack house. There's a bathroom upstairs.
I know, but it was easier to piss in a bottle and deal with it later instead of walk upstairs and wake people up and make all this noise. In Jersey, I really had no excuses.
He had his own
There's a
bathroom.
bathroom right across the
It
hall.
was his own bathroom. No one else used it besides him.
Oh, sometimes it's just easier, you know?
I will say, who recently said? Did
Arian Foster.
said he does that too?
Yeah, but it's not like I'm like saving them. I'll pour it out in the morning. You know?
You almost said drink them.
Yeah.
Where do you pour them out? The toilet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you reuse?
Sometimes.
Come on, dude.
All right.
Where do you come? That's the next logical
I
question.
come on my chest.
Fucking piglet,
stomach.
dude.
You're disgusting.
You guys don't?
Chest.
I line.
coming?
I line it. We've been
Well, you line it. Are you?
Wait, you line your chest?
with tissues.
Tommy. Tommy said,
What the fuck?
Tommy sets a picnic.
So much worse somehow. It's so much worse.
Dude, that is
I thought we've talked about it.
lining your chest with tissues.
I take 3 tissues. I line 2 lower stomach, upper stomach, and then 1 just for cleanup. And I jerk off. He lands on my chest. Easy, quick cleanup.
Somehow that's worse than coming on.
That's so much.
Yeah,
what?
yeah, Tommy.
get all
It's so weird.
That's
It's so contrived. It's so intentional
Yeah.
and planned.
You have to while you're drinking off, you have to be like, okay, be still, don't exhale and blow them off. Like,
Yeah. Do they stick to your
no,
chest?
they're
It's seriously. I would recommend everyone give it a shot. Like it works pretty well.
Try it out.
what is it about this show where people just admit, just lie?
anything.
I don't think that's
Lie.
How do you jerk off? What do you come into?
A shower usually. If I am, I'm not a horny guy though.
I like a sock or just a towel, and I'll throw it out.
Towel's fine. Yep.
Straight into the
Really? That's
toilet.
gross to me. Then you're reusing that
Also,
towel
No, I'm not.
No, as I say, I'll throw it out. I got a lot of
right after every time you come.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna towel off with a cum.
Yeah, that's a lie. You're not cleaning that towel after every time you.
Oh yeah,
How many towels do you have
Maybe
to bathe with?
A few towels.
So you cycle them, and when it's at the end of its span, you.
It's a quick and easy. I forget I ever came.
Wait, so you go straight on the chest?
Yeah, I'll try that out though, Tommy.
Yeah, seriously, it's
Try
good
it out.
cleanup. Good. I got a
Also,
sonogram this morning, and it made me think of she was rubbing the gel on my belly.
You got a sonogram?
Yeah.
So when
Just
you're
to
getting
make sure I have no stomach issues.
and when she was
Tried
doing that, it reminded you of when you come.
I wanted to be like, oh, usually it's the other way around. Usually I'm be coming on her chest
Also,
or stomach.
wear a cross necklace. I'll turn it around.
Yeah, that's
I do that too.
So wait, you don't come on your necklace?
No,
Oh, no.
My reasoning is like it feels weird. Like kind of
Jesus
feels
is
like
watching you.
Doesn't want the Lord in the landing zone.
Mine would literally be in the way. I would be coming.
Oh,
That is, you have the longest.
Yeah, it's so long.
The worst chain of all.
I toss it.
Didn't you get it when you were in like second grade too?
No, it was like high school graduation.
Dude, what? That's so big.
long.
I know. It's my thing though.
You
Everybody
like hula
knows.
hoop it or something? Like
No,
Isn't that
It's
weird
not
to like
your thing.
run or move fast in?
I don't do those things.
doesn't
And I
move
do have to
fast.
take it off for sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll knock her in the face.
the slapping noise of it up against you. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, first matchups.
That's the biggest necklace in the
I'm
world.
gonna leave it out. You can't even really
Insane.
see the camera, though.
I remember when I saw you at the beach, I gasped, blocking your belly button.
Yeah, it's a long ass necklace. It's an LAN.
Can you go walk in front of the camera really quick and just give so the people watching on YouTube can
When
get
you're
a good
sitting down, it is shocking.
Yeah, when you're sitting down, it's 10 times worse, but still, that's bad.
Tommy, who's on your necklace? Is it one of the saints?
Say Mary?
And what's she the saint of?
I'm not a religious man.
Yeah, you just wear.
So why do you wear that?
chain.
My aunt and uncle gave it to me high school graduation, and I've
Oh,
just
that's
worn it ever
nice.
since. It's it's more a part of me. Than
Were you 7'1" in high school? Like, what was the reason why they
yeah,
gave?
they picked out a fucking bad chain. I'll get around to it eventually. I got to get it shortened.
All right, our first matchup of the
Then it
day.
could choke me in the middle of the night, like if I roll around on it.
I used to take it off every night.
Oh, see,
I
I
would get-
sleep with it on everything.
I was scared that I would choke.
Yeah, that's the beauty of a long necklace.
Yours is pretty regular,
You
right?
just, yeah. What do you? Why? It's not gonna choke you. What are you doing?
Yeah, you're like, you know.
I understand how choking works, but how would it? Were you rolling around?
Yeah,
it
you
was a
never know.
myth.
Good call, Bruce.
Got you.
All right, our first matchup of the day. Most disappointing things. Number 5 seed, very suggested. Just 2020. Throw it out there. Get it out of the way. Everything being shut down for a whole year. Not that we had. I don't think any of us had some monster plan for 2020 or anything like that.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Oh.
Dana, literally.
You executed a bad plan. What was?
No, Dana was like on top of the
I
world.
was, and then
Yeah.
I
It was a zillion beers.
got canceled for going to Nashville.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That might have been
Delivering beers to tornado.
You know what would help this fucking virus? I brought 18 beers
That's
to
not
tornado
the story.
victims.
That wasn't
the story.
I did text that to KenJac.
It's on the
my
one of the
most disappointed.
That's
I was disappointed.
Who needs?
Imagine
People
you,
lost their fucking home. I gotta go drink with them.
everyone coming in
Beers can save them.
on shelter. You want anything?
That was the worst
I got beers,
We
boys.
need insulin. We need medical supplies. How about a light beer?
He didn't even bring a camera guy. He just went.
Oh, you didn't bring a camera guy.
He wasn't trying to make content out of it. He was trying to save the world.
People lost everything, so they got to drink with a stranger.
to have me there.
That would be the most disappointing thing.
Yeah, if you
were
lose
waiting
your
for
house.
aid and just like,
And Dana beer shows up.
I bought them so many beers. I bought them, I think, like 300, and it was so much money. And then we took a picture, and that was it.
Didn't you also lose all your zillion beer money buying like a softball team uniform?
Oh no,
He donated it.
Donated $100,000 to. It was actually very nice. To, who was it again?
But what I
Frady's.
talked about with
Frady's,
Andrew
yeah.
Frady's,
Okay.
he was like, you probably shouldn't have done that.
Probably should have donated half.
You could have done
Half would have.
He would have been all right.
yeah.
I remember
got
doing
the
he goes,
Hey, you know
"Wait,
why, Dana? Because I didn't even know that, which means you got no credit.
None.
And I bet you Dana thought he'd just do it again.
There was an event too. Yeah, he did.
Oh, what could happen? What's going to stop everyone from drinking in public together? And
Like, nobody thinks better of you for that act.
$100,000 too.
We're
I
not.
didn't know. Wait, 100 grand?
Don't get any credit.
None.
Somehow I'm actually.
I
like
didn't
you
know
less. I like you less because of it. Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard of it too.
Well,
I went to the event with you, and I
was
Wait, Dana,
nice.
how did you have $100,000 to give away?
it was
All that merch.
that was the money that I won from.
So you could have kept that.
Yes.
it was all his. I remember having the you remember the
The
conversation.
whole
we
2
had?
weeks was crazy. It was leading up, and I kept promising things that I couldn't promise, and then
I was like,
to that.
I remember we had the conversation. I was like, Dana, like, it's very nice you're doing this. It's amazing. But like, maybe just do 50 or something. And he was like, dude, this is going to be sick. And I was like, it's charity. Like, I don't know if it's going to be sick, but hey, it's $100,000 of charity. Did you even like write it off or something? Can you do
ALS
that?
ever gets cured, you know?
Wait, yeah, did
That's
you?
when
Did
I'll
you
get my credit.
You
you mention it in your taxes?
No. I think it was because it was through Barstool.
Do you keep in touch with those people?
Yeah, they're the best. Those
Oh,
are the
good.
people. Yeah.
That's good. Have you been on a date with someone that you told that story to that made them like you more?
I tell
Zillion
I tell the
beers.
story sometimes to people, and they're like, "Oh, that's nice."
I don't think they believe you when you say
You
it.
got to set so you don't have to just say it.
Listen, I should have done half and half. The Frady's have agreed with me on that, but it was a fun time in life.
You made about $3 million off it and came away with like $10,000.
Yeah.
It's so hard. It's so hard. I want to like you more for what you did, but I just am filled with this.
No.
It was so stupid.
It was.
It's hard to get over.
He was on a high. You were on a big high.
I was on a high. I was
You
also,
went to Vegas.
Yeah, that was a fun time in life.
You got a tattoo on your ass, right?
I did.
Yeah.
So fucking gross. It's disgusting. Want to see it?
It has like a mullet, but it's
I'll take a-
is it a weird looking mullet on?
It's
like,
one of the
white
worst.
pants?
It's an awful tattoo.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, he also got a tattoo of our slot game we play.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
That one's sick, though. Oh.
Oh, it's huge.
Oh yeah, it's your whole ass.
It's
You really can see a lot of your ass right now.
Half the real estate on your ass.
what was that? I didn't.
That was when Bud Light made me a beer can during that whole thing, and that's what it was. And they made a 30-pack of them.
And then they overcorrected with the next person they sponsored.
I said now you have a big gay stamp on your butt, on your butthole, right on your ass.
Oh, I used to be so much cooler. Just a fat.
You'll be sick when you're like 60.
Yeah. That's gonna get. If you get any fatter too, it's just gonna keep.
Oh, I'm getting fatter. KenJac. I'm not getting any skinnier.
Oh shit! All right, so 2020 going up against number 12 seed, telling a joke or story that flops. That comes from you, right? That was your suggestion.
Yeah.
After you tried telling that story
Last week it didn't go well.
abandoned
Oh yeah, I mean, I
it.
think we can all relate to that. You know, you try to tell something that doesn't go. I think more story than joke of you could feel yourself losing the room.
Mm-hmm. Has that been stand up? Has that ever? Is that like a feeling of disappointment if something bombs, like a bit you like?
People ask me that a lot.
imagine.
I think the thing I've experienced now is more, I just have good crowds and bad crowds. It's more like I don't really lose the room. The room was just never there to begin with.
Gotcha.
In which case, I'm like, all right, I get it. These people don't like me. They're not in the mood. Whatever.
I did a set once at Dangerfields, and it was all tourists. Not one person spoke English,
Yeah.
and they just talked the entire time. And I had no idea what to do.
It's kind of better than.
And it was like, it wasn't my fault that I sucked,
I could see you being like Dangerfield is a great comparison because I could see you being like a dumber version of Rodney Dangerfield. like no, my wife, I get no respect. Like you could do that.
Yeah. I thought I was going to be fucking Kevin Hart. That didn't
Why
go.
Kevin Hart?
I liked him a lot once. I haven't seen him in a while.
Checks out. 2020 versus telling a joke or story that flops. KB, what's more disappointing?
I kind of treated this from the standpoint of there was expectation. There was like higher expectation. So I think being really confident and thinking your own story or joke is hilarious, and then it flopping is the bigger disappointment.
I like that reasoning, Marty.
I agree with them. I'm going with that one as well because 2020 sucked, but I think of it as like our grandparents telling us about the Great Depression. Like we can tell these people, like, well, you won't believe the world like this when like 25 years.
It sucked for everyone too.
It sucked for everyone. Yeah.
Dana.
I kind of enjoyed 20.
We had a good time.
Yeah, there was a lot of pros to it.
I mean, even like the first couple months, I was just in my apartment by myself, and I would just play video games and really not do a whole lot. And I look back on it fondly. So
What happened to that beer pong tournament?
that was that's another.
The Elite Eight still
so
happening.
bad.
that could make the bracket too.
that could have easily made it.
All right, can I explain that whole era of my life?
Absolutely.
Sure.
So I was not a content guy, and then all of a sudden I was doing all this content, and I gained 150,000 followers in 2 weeks. So coming off of that, I was like, I have to keep doing content. Like, I'm a content guy now. And I was like, oh, I'm a beer guy. I got to do beer things. And there was a beer pong tournament.
You also just
It was
stole
okay.
Mike Stud's
Yeah, I know.
competition. We did the same thing the week before.
Yeah, that was-
I lost twice. I'm still in the Elite Eight.
it never finished.
My brother got in it. Remember Nick got in it?
What was that voice?
I know. I got a little mincy.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I didn't know what to do. I was just trying to think of stupid shit. That was the Nashville. I was like, I'm gonna go, deliver beers. That's a beer.
Yeah, but usually you learn the lesson from the.
Yeah, I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So that's good. I would say I don't really tell jokes. I kind of just, I would say if it flops though and people don't laugh, it's very disappointing.
Okay, the flop, Tommy.
I don't know. It's just tough. The idea of, like Francis said, just have the idea that you could just be so comfortable. Like, oh, this is a bad room. Like, I've thought about doing stand up. If I had one joke that didn't make a laugh, I'd kill myself. I'd be like, I hate these people. I'm not funny. I'm a loser. I'm worthless. And I'd probably walk off the stage. So that seems like it would suck. But 2020, I was just getting jacked, and then the gym shut down, and that was kind of I mean, 2020 sucked. You could look back on it with some nostalgia fatigue or nostalgia. I'll go 2020. It really sucked that we were all trapped in our apartments for months at a time.
2020, Nick.
Yeah, like it's our job to tell jokes, and it's like, oh wow, I'm bad at my job when it doesn't land. That's what it is. But 2020, I had just gotten hired at Barstool in February.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And I see Dana talking shit on the new content employees. Like, I'm not even content. I have more followers than the new hires.
I wasn't talking about Can I tell you who I was talking about?
Oh wow.
I was talking about Brandon Newman and Krista Crick. They were pissing me off.
And so I was just like, okay, I'm here. I'm in over my head, but like I'm in New York City. This is exciting. And then everything shuts down, and I'm here for a month, and I just get sent home, and I'm like, oh, I'm fucked. That was, and everybody, even now, people are just like, yeah, New York's not back to where it was, and I'm like, I would never fucking know.
Definitely is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think
almost
people just
is.
like to say that.
Exactly the same as it was pre-COVID, in my opinion. It's more
Yeah.
outdoor seating now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'm going to go with 2020.
2020, Francis.
I think that I will have many times where I tell a joke or a story that doesn't land for the rest of my life, and it just happens and you move on. If 2020 happened again in a year, 6 months, a couple of years,
Good point.
it would affect my life so dramatically that I don't know what would be on the other side of that. I mean, we moved to Maine for 8 months, lived with my parents. It wasn't the worst, but it really put my career on pause. It delayed plans of potentially having children. I mean, it was dramatic, the implications, at least for my personal life. Maybe that sounds selfish. Much more so than being like, did I ever tell you the one about Papa? You guys aren't in the mood.
That's
Who gives a
that's
shit?
awful. That's the worst.
It's a bad feeling.
I mean,
So it's like a long.
yeah, but you're over it.
But the thing is, we've all made people laugh.
You're over it in
before, so,
5
like,
minutes.
But 2020 is such. You're right, because like for you and other people, it literally like ruined their lives. Like me and Dana got drunk every single day.
Oh, I
and
drank so much.
We just laughed at
We
each
had
other.
no response. Like we didn't have.
Dana would be on random Zooms with stoolies, going to their weddings.
I didn't drink that much during COVID because I wanted to keep my immune system strong in case I got it. I was like, I can't be like ruining my immune system because I catch this thing.
Covered in cum tissues on your belly.
Yeah,
Can't
I was
drink.
jerking off because that increases white blood cells.
Man.
What
That's
does?
something I didn't in 2020.
It increases it?
It's something good. You're supposed to
was
jerk
at in your basement.
It's very nice of
off.
you.
At least one tweet I saw.
You didn't jerk off like at all in 20.
Well, it was in his basement. It was
Oh.
weird.
6 months.
Yeah, and there's no bathroom.
Didn't use the shower. That seems disrespectful. It's his family home.
Yeah.
I didn't at the start.
I felt like peeing in it.
just didn't feel like the right time.
You peed in bottles and left it on his basement floor. That feels like the most disrespectful thing.
Yeah, you can come on your tummy.
You literally had to sell your house because I lived there.
No joke. They sold. My parents came home when you left, and they were like, this place is disgusting.
That's not. Come on.
Oh,
Come on. There was just.
guarantee. If you ask my dad, he's like, I couldn't do it anymore. I sold it.
That's some rubbish. That's rubbish.
So we're tied up between these two.
I was giving my answer for
2020, right?
Yeah.
So we're tied up, and I'm gonna have to fall. I've
Thought of it happening again is actually really scary.
Yeah, I never
I
thought.
would just
It's
give
not-
I thought it was
would give
done.
up.
True.
Yeah,
I'd give up on
I
everything.
just assumed that was like, okay, that
There's no
could
way it could
easily happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think people would be like, we're not doing this again. Like, I think people would be like, you're not.
Yeah, but what? Okay, I mean, just theoretically, it's a different disease. It actually is, more like the movie Contagion or something. I don't know.
New York has
It
changed
happened.
because so many people just never went back to an office.
Yeah.
that's
The
that part.
streets aren't as crowded as they used to be.
Yeah. But 2020 is gonna move on. I follow you. I like your reasoning on that. The next matchup is number 4 seed. You had like disappointing delivery. I think specifically delivery fries.
I just put like food catfish when you order something
Yeah.
that you think's going
I
to
just
look
think the
really good
broader
on
one is-
Seamless or something. And it comes and it looks like it sucks.
Yeah, so we'll do the delivery catfish. I like that. And then number 13 seed is Dana B's Tiny Cock.
I don't think it's disappointing.
Well, you look at a man that's a certain size, and I think you expect it to be a certain way.
Yeah, but I'm not.
I don't. I mean, if I would be disappointed if he had a huge, beautiful.
I was
Fuck.
very excited to find out he had a small dick.
As a thrill.
Yeah.
It was a
Small dick
thrill.
energy.
Made me like him more.
Made me understand why he tweeted that he's not content and already has more followers than the new hire.
Made me realize
This guy
why he
must have
gave
a
away
tiny dick.
You hold that
$100,000.
against me?
I've been thinking about it every day since I.
You think I was talking about you?
Yeah.
I promise you. I didn't even know. With all due respect,
I didn't even know who you were, bro. You weren't even on his radar yet.
Wow, yeah. With all respect, with all
the big fish of the world.
All due respect, I don't think about you at all.
Dude, I didn't even think about you once. I didn't know you existed.
I was talking about the people that sat in that corner right there.
I wasn't. I didn't. I saw it once. I was like, can't be me.
It was not you.
I was America's sweetheart at the time.
Well, I guess for Dana B's Tiny Cock, think if you're like a girl that followed him when he's blown up so much bigger than all of these other tinier people at Barstool, and you pull down the pants and it's just like a little, boop, like a little like inverted nipple cock coming out. It'd be a level of disappointment.
What I'm about to
Wow, the loud guy doing beer stunts has a tiny cock.
you fly down from Buffalo to spend the weekend together. Oh, this is gonna be
thimble.
great.
Dana Beers is the best.
So we'll do delivery catfish versus Dana B's Tiny Cock. Francis.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you have to be a certain person to be disappointed by Dana's dick. I'm not that guy, and therefore it's the delivery.
Yeah, when all the guys are not disappointed in my dick.
No,
I love
especially-
finding out that other guys have small dicks.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, especially since you own it and you make it funny.
When Big Cat just talks about it, I'm like, yes, that makes me feel so much better. So I think more people need to talk about
I'm convinced there's no such thing as a big dick.
It's a myth.
Yeah.
Me too. Through tears.
Bad delivery is a disappointment, especially if when you microwave it, it doesn't really solve it or perk it up at all. Soggy bullshit.
Or when
bad.
it's wrong too, or they forget stuff or anything like that.
Takes a really long time. The bike guy gets lost. You call him.
Oh, watching the screen as his dot does not move.
He's at the restaurant. It's their fault. It's his fault. All of that. Just not fun. Especially
I love
if you're
the saying,
starving.
"You all right?" When he's
Yeah, you good?
You all right? And it's just never a good answer.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah, I got gut recently by another wing, the DJ Khaled wing stop. I didn't know it was his. I was just
There's
Another wing?
It was called Another Wing.
Another wing.
That's such a good name.
It was,
Another wing.
yeah, and they were just like real tiny. It was awful. They were really bad. Dana's cock is not disappointing. It's like reassuring. It's like he's one of the boys.
Charming.
Yeah,
It's charming.
It's cute.
It's charming time.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the catfish of the food catfish.
Catfish?
Sucks. Food is one of the simple pleasures you can control.
Mm-hmm. Tommy?
Yeah, I just don't want to talk about Dana's dick for a whole other episode.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go. This happened at the breakfast burrito recently. It's awful, and I mean, food is so important, and like you said, to get yourself hyped up, to look at pictures of the meal and like Seamless or whatever, be like, oh, it's gonna be delicious, and it's just a fucking steaming pile of shit that you spent $30 on.
That's me reading the ratings too. I'm like reading the ratings of my food.
I refuse to look at
Fresh and
ratings.
on time. It was great.
I know I'm too obsessed with the ratings.
Because here's the way I think of it is like you're more likely to leave a review if it was a bad experience. So you're probably only going to be seeing the bad reviews.
Honestly,
I think. And
every
it's
time
gonna
I see a good
sour.
one, I assume the restaurant planted it.
Yep.
Right. And the bad one's like, well, this place must suck. It's like I don't even look at the reviews. I'll look at the stars.
Yeah,
but
I
not
got to
read
stop
the reviews.
looking.
Dana.
Well, yes, my dick is inside me again. Once more. I'll have to go with food.
Talking like a poet.
Once he's like writing home from the Civil War.
And I'm not kidding.
My
Again,
darling.
it's inside
Dick
of
is inside of me once more.
It's inside of my ball. No, I'm not going to do this again.
No, do it again.
My ball,
Do it again. Point it out.
like they're right here, and my dick is just sitting there on top.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to go with food. Go with the food, boy.
I mean, why are you even wearing the shorts at this point? Why not just get naked?
Just be naked.
Would we be able
Just
to
ex-
see it?
Imagine if you were naked and we didn't notice.
Like YouTube didn't take it down.
You know what I saw? There's nothing there.
Like, there's no nudity here.
You know what I saw over the weekend? That's underrated and kind of has been stopped. A mangina.
Oh, you saw somebody do it?
I saw a picture of a mangina, and I was
Funny.
like, I haven't seen that in
Funny.
years.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Going with the food.
Food.
Marty.
Food. I've realized that the delivery has ruined my thought. Like, I got McDonald's not through delivery,
Mhm.
and it was so good. And delivery, sometimes it doesn't taste as good, and it's
Yeah.
been ruining everything. So I'm going delivery.
I think that's a good option. That's a good pick. It's going to win anyway, delivery. But also, I think it's not even just fast food, but specifically like diner food almost.
Yep.
I feel like suffers the most from delivery.
Oh yeah, eggs.
Dude, eggs, fries.
Oh, eggs
Wet.
are the worst.
Any like a burger where the juice soaks through the bun and renders it just
That's the worst.
ordered
when
an,
that happens.
bad.
I ordered an enchilada delivered once. That was awful.
Delivery kind of sucks.
Almost any
It just says you don't have to get off your couch. It's
Yeah.
literally it.
I disagree. I think I have mostly positive food delivery experiences, but the ones that are bad stick with you the
I
most.
feel like it's a slider where it's like not food intended, but like dinner's great, lunch is good, and then breakfast.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never had a good breakfast delivery
Ever.
unless it was just like I'm ordering this thing to meet a limit and get coffee.
Yeah.
Basically. So delivery is going to move on. Next up, we have the number 8 seed versus the 9. The 8 is when there's bad weather outside when you have outdoor plans. So like, you're
that's a
going
good
out,
one.
you have your plan is to go out to the beach for the day or whatever it is. You have all your buddies, you're doing this thing, and then it just starts like pouring rain. That's going up against one of Nick's, actually. When the girl you have a crush on just writes, "Have a good summer" in your yearbook.
Yeah, you're expecting a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
You see, she just wrote the same exact thing in everybody else's, except for probably Adam Hammerquist's.
You with the hags.
Ugh.
So KB,
Mhm.
hit it with the hags from your crush, or when there's bad weather when you have an outdoor plan for the day.
I never really did the yearbook thing, but I understand what you mean. That would be the bad weather.
The bad weather,
Mhm.
yeah, like a tornado or maybe a hurricane in a certain area that gets really heavily affected. Something along those lines.
It was a tornado, like the most
Tornado.
devastating thing of all time.
Random and brutal.
Yeah.
Nothing
Comes
a,
a rental
nothing a
car that
cold
smells
one
like
can't
cigarettes.
I fucking drove there too. 18 hours by myself.
How'd you drive?
Thought it would be cooler for the story.
No camera.
You make bad decisions.
Who did you run that? Who did you run this by?
Dave,
What did he say?
I'm sure I can find the text. We don't text very often.
I'd love to know what he said.
I'm very curious.
Oh, this is going to be awesome.
When what? His texts are either
March
just yelling at me
2020?
or just.
It's like 2-word answers, double period, double space.
Maybe
Marty, you can go in the
Nashville
meantime.
and-
When was that?
I'm going weather. It's more of a like going on vacation. You see the weather just going to be shitty.
Yeah.
That really puts a damper on you.
Yeah, I do like that a lot.
There it is. Can I drive to Nashville to hand deliver beers and merch? I'm in contact with the guy and he's down for it. I'd make content along the way. He said, "Is it safe? Why can't he get beer himself?"
That's a good question.
A great question.
I said, "Because that area got fucked up by tornadoes and doesn't have power, I think it'd be funny and I would fly back in the morning."
Funny.
He said, "Okay."
No, that was all
back.
Barstool right there.
You drove down and you flew back?
I stayed there the weekend and I flew back.
What'd you do with your car?
Hour I got there, the NBA got canceled. That Rudy Gobert shit.
Yeah.
And then I just
yeah.
posted all weekend just at the bars. Like,
That was like the turning point when like
Yeah.
Rita Wilson was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Or Tom Hanks. Yeah.
but nobody really knew how bad it was at that point.
Yeah. So hags are the bad weather.
Even without COVID, it didn't make sense doing
I
that.
know. I was on top of the world, all right?
Still confused about how you drove down there and then flew home. What'd you do with your
Dropped
car?
the rental car off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Were you smoking cigarettes the whole way?
Yeah. And I didn't realize that you couldn't do that in a rental.
So you got upcharged by whatever the company.
Yeah, expensed it, I think.
Jesus.
I am a big weather guy. Like, I get a shitty day, my days usually goes downhill. So give me the weather.
Bad weather.
This could be my new number 1 seed. I really like this weather one. That's there. It's just having outdoor plans, and then it
Yeah,
really,
well,
you
even
just
like
no longer
this
your days
weekend,
really-
was it Saturday? That
Saturday,
just
yeah.
such
Yeah.
a
You
couldn't do anything.
such a mood
Yeah, you
killer.
just
A Saturday. Ugh.
It was,
Spending a Saturday inside
Worst.
is a fucking kick in the dick.
Kick right in the day. You go to a game or something. It's like, oh, you got to fucking get poured on, or
It was me at A-Rod's last game. I went to A-Rod's last game. I
Ah,
get there.
yes.
I'm waiting to get in, and it just starts downpouring. I'm just all get soaked, and I'm not.
What did you? What's like your worst ones? Is any like the biggest
games?
ruiner? The biggest rain.
I mean, my
ruiner.
college graduation for 4 years, they tell you, oh, you're going to graduate on Eddie's at Fordham. It's going to be gorgeous. And
You don't want to actually.
No
do
one
that.
likes
Nobody likes
graduation.
graduation.
It would have been nice. It would have been nice and scenic. And then we graduated inside of a gym.
My high
That's the one
school
that comes
got
to
rained
mind.
out. My high school one got rained out, and we had to do it in our gym, and it sucked. It was so goddamn hot.
remember how we talk about butt chugs?
Yeah.
I did one of those before my graduation.
You butt chugged.
Oh, with your friend assistant.
like-
Friend assistant.
It was like a throwback. It was like,
You have to do it one
gotta
more
have
time.
one more before.
Did you
we're
have
out.
beer in your asshole as you walked across
Yeah.
the stage?
The friend that you in that marsh.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
You can't say the R word.
Mark that one
But
down.
it is that one.
R
What was
word.
his name? Like Flippy?
Flip.
Flippy.
Yeah.
Flip. That's
Like your
right.
mom was like, "I'm so proud," and you're just leaking beer from your ass.
From your asshole.
Like that's so
I had
disappointing.
to do it for the. It was 4 years later.
I had to do it.
Nick.
It's got to be rain, especially like my friends don't get together a lot. Like if it's a fantasy draft, do it outside. We rent a place like a park, and if it rains, it's
Hmm.
maybe next year.
Mhm.
Sucks.
Really sucks. Francis.
Yeah, weather. I mean, get out to an awesome golf course that you've been excited to play. It's your plan. You're all geared up. You've got your buddies, and lightning delay. It's not letting up anytime soon. That's the end of that. Drive home. That's a nightmare.
It's almost worse when somebody's like, "Oh, let's see if it holds out for us." Never
Mhm.
does.
Weather sometimes though could cancel things you don't want to go to.
It's also
I've had some good
That's where
memories
it's
with
like,
rain.
yeah, like a family party or something where you're like, "Oh, please, God, rain."
Like a baseball game that you didn't want to play. That was
I
the
just said
best.
this before, like when I was younger, and like there's a double header on a
Oh, yeah,
Saturday or
the
something. You're
best.
like, I do not
Nothing
want to
better
play
than
this
a rain
thing.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a good point. Okay, so bad weather is going to move on. The next one, we have the 1 versus the 16 seed, our chain game. We have a bunch of options from a bunch of you in this one. First option, we'll do the chain game first, obviously. Any firework bought at a firework tent. That was Nick's. Can you elaborate?
So yeah, if you buy them at a firework tent, they're not allowed to like go off the ground. So you just like they're always like
They
really
suck.
labeled really cool. Like you'll buy a tank and it'll just like yeah, it sucks.
I didn't know what a firework tent was. I mean, it's self-explanatory, but I'd never.
You got those
Really,
roadside
they're
fireworks.
all over our region.
We didn't.
Big in like Pennsylvania. You're not
yeah.
allowed. They're
Yeah,
illegal.
PA.
Pennsylvania, yeah, to get
They're
one.
also huge in the West.
Are they?
Those
Montana,
are allowed to
Wyoming,
be
all those
crazy.
places. They may be lesser now given the threat of wildfire, but yeah.
I remember going there as a kid, and every single one looked like it was going to be the biggest explosion. Like it was going to be fucking Bilbo Baggins' birthday.
They have great names. The namer of fireworks.
Yes.
Those guys, they earn their.
He went on to
paycheck.
name like IPAs probably. but yeah, they suck.
The next one is Barstool Gold. Okay. Paid money for that. Yeah, I would understand why you're disappointed.
That sucked because my whole life's work was on Barstool Gold.
Yeah.
Same.
I could.
And I got blamed for it.
Wow.
As though I had created Barstool
I
Gold.
forgot about that. Oh my god!
Please let me put my first comedy special, 8 years of joke writing and performing on this
my
platform.
God.
Please.
Oh, that's
Remember the tours? Remember the tours?
Oh yeah, I remember the tours.
I think Fitzsimmons is still giving them.
He is too.
Every now and then you
he
just
is.
see him walk by with
Yeah,
it.
it's crazy.
He did make goods on those. Like he's still bringing them around.
Those gift bags we get at
sucked.
the end of them are
That-
He
bad.
got a card too. They had a
Yeah.
Black
card.
card. That sucked. That was the worst.
Wait, have you ever seen one of the cards?
Never in the wild, no.
Seen them?
Damn.
I thought you were about to pull one out. I was kind of excited to see it. The next one is from Tommy, a fat person sitting next to you on a plane.
Yep.
Had to
Yeah.
single you out for that.
Yeah.
Just make sure people know.
I would hate to be a fat person like walking onto the plane because you know everybody's like looking like
Our
A runway of judgment.
Yeah, Glennie and Big Ev have said that. They're like they see the judgment of every guy being like, please don't sit here.
Yeah, that or like if I had a baby, I'd feel like, oh fuck, everyone hates me for bringing a baby next to you or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
they don't give a fuck.
That's a
baby's not, it's not really your fault.
Exactly.
I sat next to a Doug-sized man once. That was brutal.
What'd you say? A what? A what?
Doug-sized.
Wait, you and him were on the same side? Just flying in circles?
middle.
You said that like
Wait,
you
is it
could have
like-
said a guy the same size as Doug, but you
Sully
compared him to like an
pilot?
like an inanimate thing,
No, I tweeted it. Doug's was cool.
a Doug-sized person.
He laughed.
You know how Doug's isn't a person? Well, I saw one who was.
A
And
Doug-sized person.
Referred to him as if he was like a boulder.
Think of like Coach Doug's, but man.
Sized man.
That plane, those fucking pilots are just like, oh, trying to keep it level.
I tweeted it out. He laughed. He was
One
cool
time
about
we
it.
were coming home from like a private plane with Dave, and they made Big Ev go in the back because of the weight thing, and he was like, "Come on, you could have told me that before, but not in front of everybody."
The Rosa Parks of the sky.
He refused.
I'm not going. Like a million man march. Fat guys.
oh, they wouldn't do it though.
no.
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't march.
I also want to
Inactivist.
I want to add.
We refuse to march unless we're provided with pads to put between our thighs. The chafing is too
Baby
painful.
powder at the start.
They think like that off
Yeah,
the
they're
top of the
smart.
head.
That's why they got
An
words.
activist? That's genius.
They got words they understand more than us.
Speaking of, all right, let's get into some of Mush's.
I have one more to add too.
Perfect. Phone about to die.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong. It's just disappointing.
Because even when that phone is on like 17%,
worse.
it might as well be dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh,
bad.
you're right. That's a
I
good
don't know
one.
though the last time my phone died.
Mine's been dying. You
Mine-
don't play Pokemon Go, dude.
No, but like I charge it. Like
I've had
I'm-
runs like probably 5 years ago when it was just always dead.
Right, but
my
I'm
last
pretty
phone
much
would die
able.
all the time.
I'm pretty good about it.
This past weekend, actually, I was on like 3%, and I had to go back to Long Island, and I didn't, and my phone died, and I didn't know where I was, and I
Yeah.
couldn't get to Penn Station. I was by myself. I didn't know how to get there.
Very
Where-
scary.
You were in Manhattan.
I was in like Lower East Side or something, and I just
you
couldn't
should have
figure
been
it
able-
out
you
because
should
I was
have been
kind of
able to figure
wasted. You also just could get a taxi.
You were lost in Lower Manhattan.
I was like, it was
Anywhere in Manhattan, you should be
Yeah.
able to get to Penn Station.
I was in
pretty
a state
easily.
of mind that I
Yeah.
you know,
But literally, like those yellow things,
Like a
could get you
grid.
anywhere.
yeah, I guess.
It was just a grid, like everything.
But anyways, it was stressful because it's kind of, I don't know.
It's disappointing.
After phone about to die, people trying to help hurricane victims by buying them beer. We've-
Fucking tornado.
We've talked about ad nauseum. To find your balding.
Yeah,
Drew, I'm with you on that.
disappointing.
Yeah,
You see
especially
it- when
yeah.
you see it thinning, you're like, ah,
Yeah.
that's a.
So the first hint is
Oh.
is such a shock.
It's a shock to the core.
Yeah.
Where you're like, man,
At first, I was like, man, my
How'd you
widow's
know?
peak is getting really.
What?
Are you bald?
How would you know?
I noticed some thinning. This was like 5 years ago, and my hairline wasn't as good as it used to be, and I freaked out and started finasteride, even though I probably didn't need it. Still have to take it every day.
It's smart to start early.
Yeah, I don't really necessarily regret it, but
When I first noticed it, I was like, wow, my widow's peak is getting really pronounced. And then like a year later, I'm like, oh, the whole back of my head is starting to go.
Do you have a bald dad?
No, bald on the uncles on the mom's side.
dad or whatever.
If your dad's bald, you're probably gonna be bald.
My dad has good hair.
My
Both
dad's
brothers
bald as
have good
shit.
hair.
Is he bald as shit?
Yeah, but he's scary though. It's like he pulls it off.
Oh, okay.
So
Like he can.
You need a good head for it.
Or
Yeah, he's got
or
a
a
good
good
head.
beard.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
He pulls it off. He's got one of those big swastika tattoos
right
on
on
his
the
neck. It's
after,
right in.
after that, with a most disappointing thing, 9/11.
Yep. I was disappointed in the Taliban.
not mad.
Guys,
They should.
trusted you.
They shouldn't have done that. That's
What was disappointing?
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
disappointed in that whole situation. It was a bad.
What's
one.
disappointing about 9/11 to you? Did you want more people to go?
Oh,
What was the-
it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have. Disappointing in their growing up. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out what's disappointing about it though, and I'm
The structural integrity of the towers.
that sure. Yeah, I could see that,
That
but
Marty loved bringing sharp objects on planes.
and also security really is a problem these days.
I'm fine with it being. I would rather
we're
it
used
be
to
like
it.
this than a
We're
bus
used
stop.
to it now. We don't remember what it was like before.
It's crazy it didn't happen sooner.
Mm.
I want a victim.
They
Like
tried.
people were just
They tried.
allowed to bring whatever they want onto like this flying thing in the sky.
Did you
like-
bring guns?
Did you just look at what she was wearing air travel?
Yeah, I victim blamed air
Did
travel.
you bring guns before that?
guns and not in your carry-on.
I think you could bring like knives.
Knives, yes,
Sure.
definitely not guns.
Like I don't remember. Maybe it was on a plane once pre 9/11.
Yeah.
Would you just walk in?
I think there was a metal detector, but it's a good question.
I don't remember.
But the crazier thing is, like, so many planes had been hijacked, even up to that point. Like,
Yeah.
It was just
so
like
many
it was
hijacked.
like turbulence. It was like, oh, all right. Like hopefully just lands this one somewhere. Like
get rerouted.
Usually
to Damascus.
hijackings were like for a ransom.
Exactly, yeah. But then they're just realized it's just a giant missile, basically. Okay, and then the last one is this from Dana. Realizing you're older than most pro athletes. I agree.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Really good one.
That's great,
It
Dave.
happened at like so quickly.
Yeah.
Now they're much younger. Like
Yeah.
the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
What doing like college basketball content? And half of them are 18.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like an idiot.
Okay, silver lining though, when you find out that 23-year-old star has a baby,
yeah.
Feels
you're
better.
like, oh, you got wealthy too young.
Like last
Yeah.
night when
Success found you before you were prepared for it.
obviously he's older, but even LeBron talking about like retiring, I'm like, fuck, dude. Like that's my whole entire life of watching basketball.
Dude, Jokic is 28.
Yeah, and people
older
are just
than
like,
him.
do we invest in Jokic because like
He's
It's old. Yeah.
It's old.
Once LeBron is gone, our entire childhood of stars is
moved
gone.
on.
Brady, Brady's gone. Like that's it. Jeter, obvious. Like
I still remember the first
Across all
athlete
sports.
where like I was younger, or they were younger than me, and it was Andrew Wiggins, and I was playing like 2K, and they're like, oh, he's 19, and I was at the time 20. I'm just like, that's the first time I've seen an athlete in the
Yeah.
game that was older,
Feels
younger
weird.
than me, and I
Yeah.
was like, it's
when
weird.
you're playing Madden and you're making yourself the quarterback, and you have to make your age younger instead of making your age
Yeah.
older.
Can I
It's
do my
weird when,
last
like,
one?
What are you laughing
I
at?
grew up idolizing Pat White, and now when I'm watching WV, I'm just like, that's like, I can't idolize this boy.
yeah,
I look up to him.
yeah. So add one more, Mush.
Yeah, this last one, because I think about this story quite often, and I'm disappointed in White Sox Dave because I think about it literally every day. He called Smitty one time to ask about his dog that had a rash, and because someone in Smitty's family is a vet, and so he FaceTimed Smitty, and they show the dog, and it was just the dog had Cheeto dust from his hands all over the dog. And that's literally one of the most disappointing things I've ever heard about White Sox.
I don't know if it's disappointing, but it's hilarious.
That is so expected.
Yeah,
Can you imagine being a vet being like, yeah, it's just
this
Cheetos.
neon orange dust on my dog. Has to be a spore of some kind.
I got two to add.
Yeah.
One is when a laundry service or your significant other or even you shrinks a favorite piece of clothing.
Or loses it.
sweater,
that's good.
yeah, or a coat or a shirt that was just a favorite. And then how about when you're dating someone you really like, and you're a couple dates in and everything's incredible, and then you find out that there's like a fatal flaw. I don't know, that they're super religious or racist, or I don't know, whatever might be a huge turn on. I guess you'd have to be more specific than that, but
No, I get where you're going with that. All right, so we'll put it all through. For the chain game, any firework bought at a firework tent, Barstool Gold, a fat person sitting next to on a plane, phone about to die, people trying to help hurricane victims by buying them beer, finding out you're balding, 9/11, realizing you're older than most pro athletes, clothes shrinking, and finding the fatal flaw. I'll start with you, KB. Which one do you want to go on versus the one
I
seed?
think the pro athlete one, because the way when you find out it's everything from there is your body is deteriorating because you're past the peak of athleticism, and it's just you're not going to get any better.
It's fighting against the tide then.
Yeah.
At a certain point. Marty?
I'm with them. That one really hurts me. That one gets me upset.
We're at a point where they're not just younger than us, but
They're
like
much.
they're now like starting to hit free agency.
Yeah.
Like they've been in the league.
yeah, when Damian Lillard, it's like, well, his body's breaking down. It's like
He's
a year younger than I am.
33.
Dana?
Yeah, I'm proud of myself for that one. I'll stick with that. I think it has a chance to go far.
Pro athletes?
Yeah, I mean, I would say in general, finding out anyone is younger than you is always it's on the nothing better than finding out someone's older than you. It's like I got time to catch up.
You know what was weird with one of those with me was I would have, like, if you had asked me for $1 million, guess Jersey Jerry's age, I would have said like 35.
Oh,
That,
26?
We've gone over that. That is.
I think he's a
Yeah,
year old.
years of
He's like
crack.
20.
Yeah.
He's 28. He's 28, 29. But yeah, crack does that sometimes. He said it himself. I'm not.
Yeah.
No, it's true. If anything, he looks good for his age.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he was doing crack, but I think he was also putting on face moisturizer.
Nick?
So I was never good at sports, so I was never like, oh fuck, like I'll never be like that. But it is a reminder of mortality, which is always scary. Can you run through them one more? It really doesn't matter. I'll go 9/11 then.
9/11.
That-
Very disappointing.
I'm disappointed in the Taliban.
I like Dana's thing. I like the athlete one. I think finding out that my hair was thinning was pretty tough
That one hurts.
because my mom's dad, after whom they always tell you, oh, you get that gene for your mom's dad, had an incredible head of hair until he died in his 80s. And so I just assumed I was set. And then all of a sudden, honestly, it was working here, where one day, like, I put out a piece of content and all the comments were like, oof. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know.
That's
They'll
fine.
find
That is everybody's
about
favorite
you.
comment for anybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
They'll find things about you never thought of. Someone told me my fingernails are too pink.
And somebody's going to say you said that 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, you
I said
did.
that's right.
Oh, one story smokes.
You know,
Fucking one story smokes. There we go.
But I will say that I have grown to admire the men who just own it and then fucking nuke their hair. They either buzz it or shave it completely. And if they pull that off, because there's like,
Some people improve.
yeah, I mean,
Singer,
that's
but
cool.
Some people.
Like Chuck is meant to be bald.
Have you
Yeah.
considered it, Marty?
No, I'm not that bad yet. Like,
Have
I
you
still
considered
have
that it will
like
have to happen one
at
day?
one point, yeah. But some people,
You could pay for the transplants.
yeah. But I already got the teeth. How much more am I gonna do? You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
those teeth were the most. I don't.
Kid's
care
going to
about
be
my,
bald with janky teeth. Be like, what the fuck?
I don't. I like my hair when I slick it. I look like a fucking drug dealer pretty much when I go out. I look great,
Yeah.
but I look better in a hat.
Yeah. I think so I'm going to Germany in September, and I'm thinking I'm just going to hop a flight to Turkey.
Are you going to do it?
I think I'm just going to hop a flight to
hair
Turkey.
that
get it
bad.
done.
I should do a content.
It's not
trip.
in the bag. It gets really thin, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'll just pay like $2,000 in Turkey and get it all fixed.
Yeah.
They do that?
Turkey is the
Well, a
cheapest
lot
in
of
the world
people
to
have
do
gone.
The whole plane has like wraps on their head.
Everybody's
from the-
getting it
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
I feel like I'd want that done in America.
You should do that, Mark.
it. Yeah.
Well, it's enough.
So expensive.
Enough people.
I've,
here.
you know,
You should do it.
It's
I
like
don't know.
$16,000 here. It's like $2,000.
that's crazy. We don't have the science for that.
Yeah, or whatever the medical issues there. But either way, realizing you're older than most pro athletes.
I think I'd get one of those glue-on wigs. Those look sick.
those do look fun. I've seen those on TikTok too. So that's going up against our number 1 seed. Nick, you suggested this, and I agree with you. This is a good 1 seed. Getting your first real paycheck and seeing your taxes taken out of it.
Yeah.
And then also, I wanted to add on to it because my first paycheck had union dues taken out of it. That made it even worse.
What was your first job?
Half Mark, like supermarket.
Part of a union at Pathmark.
I had to. I didn't have a choice. And they
No,
took
that was
$40 out of my first paycheck, which was minuscule as it is.
Yeah.
And then taxes on top of that made it even worse. So getting your first paycheck and seeing how much of it gets deducted versus realizing you're older than most pro athletes. Francis.
That's a good bet.
That is a good one.
Later in the bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the taxes, and I'll add a corollary, which is knowing how much higher my paychecks would be if I didn't live in New York City.
Yes.
Doing the math for places like Texas, Florida, places that are now desirable to live, even just not living in New York City, but living outside of the city, and you lose the city tax, which I think is 4.5%, 5%, something like that. I mean, it's just such a fucking throat fuck to live here and have it be as expensive as it is, and I don't know. So yeah, taxes for sure.
Taxes.
Especially like I said, first paycheck, like you're a kid and you're like, okay, I have this minimum wage job. I was like moving kegs as a bar back. I'm not strong enough to move those. I'm fucking sore and it sucks. And I'm working like 6 hours a week after school. And then you see that your paycheck's like $24.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah. Tommy.
Yeah, to that. It's taxes are horrible.
I wish it wasn't on our paychecks as well. Like when you got
Just
them.
don't even show
Don't
me.
even show me.
You guys look at your paychecks? I just
Not
look-
anymore.
I just look at it hit the
Not anymore.
bank, whatever.
Dana?
Taxes, and I don't understand them. I never will, and I don't.
Could have gotten a good break on them if you mentioned it in the donation you made.
No, I'll never get it. I don't understand it, and it sucks. So taxes.
Taxes, Marty.
Yeah, taxes. It's unfortunate when
send it
you
through.
do know somebody that lives somewhere else, and they tell you what they pay or whatever it is, and
Fuck,
it's
man,
the
don't
fucking
even-
worst.
When Caleb moved to Florida, he was like, yeah, it was like a 40% raise.
my parents
Yeah,
live in
it's-
Florida. They're like, you're so stupid.
Yeah.
We are.
We're the dumbest people in the world.
I got an email reminder yesterday about potentially enrolling in a 401k contribution program, and I looked at the math, and it just I wanted to do it purely out of spite. Like, I don't plan to live till 67 and collect that money. I live too recklessly. I'm too suicidal. I just
okay.
so, and yet even then,
Okay, like
even then, I
Like snowboarding.
even then I'm like I don't want the government to have that money. I'd rather die and have
How
it
does that work? Can
disappear.
you pull that out whenever you want?
It would be
you
heavily
pay-
penalized.
penalized
A lot
and
of
pay
money
taxes
for it.
on
is
it.
it 58 now though?
55, I think.
I think
That's
it's
why, like,
67.
there's. I was
Oh, I
talking
thought
to
it
a
was
friend recently who said,
401k. I thought it was
Oh,
67.
Elect the
down.
401, you have to be 67.
I actually got a good.
I thought so.
No.
Jesus
No.
I
Christ.
got a good
I
401.
got a lot
You
of
could be
money in
62, I think, or even
In the
younger.
50s.
I mean, it's a different. I think you could take it out at like 45, but you'd be
59
paying an
and a half?
insane.
Penalty-free withdrawals from retirement after 59 and a half and requires withdrawals after 72.
So
Like
would the
59 and a half.
Yeah.
What? So, like, could you take it out at 40, and how much would you be paying?
You should be
would it be
penalized.
worth the
like
penalty? Like,
half.
would you profit still?
I mean, you still would get the money.
And
I
money.
think you take it'd probably be like
That's why
half.
my friend recently said like he had like 100K in his.
I'm
401k.
contributing too much, I think.
I was like, I don't. What the
Max it
fuck?
out.
I want that money now.
yeah, I got to decrease that
You
percentage.
should max it
I
out.
maxed it
Oh,
out.
yeah, I think I am maxed out.
No.
I got a good chunk in there. I don't know how.
Oh, but it's like, what?
But it's just when you don't. Yeah, it's
You know why you should max it out? Here's something people don't think about. The fact that by maxing out your 401k contribution, you're actually lowering the money that you are taxed on
yeah.
because you're making
yeah.
less money.
Yeah, you're making less money. Life is so fragile.
That money goes to you
when?
when you're an older man and you're happy to have had the restraint and foresight.
I think I would have. Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're an
Literally-
absolute like equities shark and you think that your investment of that money between now and then will outperform whatever these 401k places do, it's a fucking no-brainer.
That's why I'd almost rather
Yeah,
just
real
throw it in like a
yeah, too
Vanguard
smart.
account and be like, I could take this out whenever I want.
That's kind of what they're doing. Yeah,
She just tells
you pay
But
taxes
if you
on
do it in the
Yeah.
Vanguard, you
I don't know any
take
of
it out
this.
whenever.
I just do it.
You have to
gotta-
pay capital gains on that.
I have a financial advisor.
I do
don't-
too.
which is absurd.
Yeah, you bet you should now.
She tells me everything
Wait.
to do, and I have way more money than I ever thought I
don't
would.
I don't even talk to
Can you
mine.
give me her name? Seriously,
Yeah, I
like
will.
after this?
Yes, she's the fucking best.
Can you
You
give
have
us
more
her
money
last
than you
name?
ever thought you would?
Shout out Phoebe's story. No free ads.
Dana, did you just say you have more money than you ever thought you would?
Saved.
That's amazing.
I know.
Imagine
Impressed.
if you didn't give away that 100K.
What did she think of that?
That's so much money.
That's so much money. Think of that as a down payment for a house.
65K after taxes.
100K.
65,000.
It's called karma, boys.
How's it working? Is it doing well for you?
On the other side, we have the number 6 seed, the Power Balance Bands.
What good has happened to you since then? Gained a lot of weight.
Dick's probably gotten smaller as a result of
Yeah.
the weight gain.
You're in less
got a
content,
contract.
I feel
All
like.
right, there we go.
That's good.
I got a girlfriend.
Yeah, girlfriend.
Yeah,
Hey,
influenced
hey,
by the
Phoebe. All right, Phoebe's story.
she's sweet too. I like her.
Yeah, so those are two good things.
The next matchup, though, well, he looks at the Fushigi Bowl, which is an amazing product. Number 3 seed, getting your braces off and realizing you have to wear a retainer every day until
Yeah.
you die is a major
Yeah.
bummer.
Do you guys do that? You guys
Nope.
wear a retainer?
No.
Gap in my teeth now.
Me too.
You don't say them bottom.
Too, I don't. Versus the number 14 seed, the Titanic, which doesn't really apply to us. But when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, they built it and the whole idea was like, this can't sink. And the first journey, it sank.
I can't imagine the disappointment. That's it.
I'm gonna buy it right now.
By the way, really quick, 401k age is 59.5. At least for
59.5.
our
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, we said it before.
You guys were right.
If it was like 50, that would be a little better.
That'd be cooler. So the retainer versus the Titanic. We'll start
I
with
was
you,
just
Frank.
at Chelsea Piers and I didn't know the Titanic survivors pulled in there
Oh, really?
on a boat.
Oh,
Yeah.
They were like, oh my God, a driving range?
yeah.
Bowling? I'm so glad we lived.
So the retainer versus the Titanic, Francis.
I don't really understand. The retainer is getting your braces off and
Realizing that you have to wear a
or
retainer.
else it's just back to start.
I was so happy to have my braces off that I didn't really mind the retainer. It was the methadone to the heroin. And with that said, I think the Titanic was so good until it wasn't.
I know exactly when it wasn't. Pinpoint it.
Figure it out.
You know what I mean? It
A
was
minute.
like it's not as though the people who took the boat got on and were like, "Wait, oh man, these beds aren't as comfortable." Or I think anyone who I could be wrong, but as far as I know, at least from what I've read and seen, it lived up to the hype until like the last minute.
Mm.
At which point it was like, holy shit.
That's a pretty big disappointment in that 1 minute.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would even call that disappointment
Buying?
as much as like fear and chaos.
I kind of agree.
But I think if let's say you're one of the survivors, right? You're like, yeah, I just booked, like, I spent all this money on the unsinkable boat and it sank.
I think you're more disappointed if you're the architect.
I think you're
the guy who-
disappointed if
Yeah.
you're like,
ah, damn.
if you weren't on it and you were just like, wow, this is amazing. Look how we're in the fucking future.
Yeah.
And then just the worst thing happens.
Sunk by water.
I also think if you're one of the survivors, you're not disappointed. You're fucking relieved.
And you lived, yeah.
What a flex.
So many people died. Holy shit, I really dodged an iceberg there.
Imagine moping around after surviving the Titanic. Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
We were gonna go to the cabaret the next night.
fucking suck.
So again, I don't know. Somehow the Titanic doesn't really frame correctly for me. So I'll go with retainer.
Retainer, fair enough. Nick?
Yeah, it's just like, okay, you look like a dork with these braces on, and now you have to keep like this yellowing set of plastic by your bed all night. You sleep over somewhere and forget them, you'll go back and it'll hurt, and then you just won't do it. It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, Marty's girlfriend walked by, and I just wanted to make
Way
sure
to frame.
he knew.
Rhea. As Marty's girl.
Hey, look at that. There she
Massively
That is my
successful. Personality as there is.
There's Marty. You know
Marty's
her.
I
girlfriend.
know her. It's a nice girl.
Tommy.
Yeah, I would go as far as saying I don't care that the Titanic sunk. It has had no impact on my life.
God.
Whatever. I'll go with the retainers.
There's going to be somebody that is offended by that.
You know who it would be is Nate.
Yeah, Nate is very passionate. The Titanic.
Wow.
It's like crazy. I went to the fucking museum of the Titanic in Las Vegas, and I took a picture, and I was smiling in it. And
There's no way you
mad
say
at me.
that. Yeah, that was way too.
When he broke his foot the other night, he said, "First the Titanic, now this."
museum, by the way.
It was like
Yeah, you just said it.
yeah,
weird.
it's a museum.
museum.
Is that how you say it?
Museum.
Is smiling at the Titanic Museum the equivalent to being like, "Hey, oh," at the Anne Frank house?
Well, that's what Danny
Out
Green
wherever you are.
Echo.
did. That's what the basketball player Danny Green did
Yes.
at Auschwitz. He's like, he took a selfie and he's
Yeah.
like, I had to do it one time.
You know how to do it to him.
Hashtag Auschwitz.
Hashtag Auschwitz.
The picture I was in was like it was on the edge of the boat before it sank. So I'm just like, good time.
Thumbs up. You gave double thumbs
I
up.
gave a 1.
You gave a 1.
One at him.
I think I have. it.
I no joke just went to a Titanic reenactment about 2 years ago with my mom and dad in Orlando, and we were given characters of if
Your players in
To,
this?
like die.
it was
You live or die.
It was 3 hours. I died, and the guy next to me died too, and he started weeping for 20 minutes, and he was singing all the songs. It was
You mean
crazy.
singing the songs?
That was not that
was
man's
so-
first
I
Titanic.
know.
No, he's a regular.
Crazy. It was 3 hours long. We had dinner on that, everything, and the guy yelled at me for getting out of character and shit. It was nuts.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun.
Were
Like
you assigned
failed
a real
actors?
person?
A real person, yeah.
I think I would enjoy that.
You've either been to one Titanic reenactment, or you've been to 25 Titanic reenactments.
How did I end up here, or this is my life?
What do you mean by singing the songs? You were singing like Celine Dion?
Yeah, at the end, there was different
It's
songs.
like a group harmony?
And yeah, it was fucking insane. My mom thought it was going to be this cool little thing, and it was the worst, but also funny now. But they made us take pictures, and I was behind my dad holding him like this.
Dude, we used to sing a song in school about the Titanic. It was called "It Was Sad." It was sad, it was sad, it was sad, it was sad. It was sad when the grave ship went down to the bottom of the sea. Husbands and wives, little children lost their lives. It was sad when the grave ship went down.
Ooh,
Yeah, that song
It was like that.
Oh.
No.
You knew it.
It was sad.
Yeah, he knew it.
in the tune of an upbeat chant.
Yeah, we used to sing it as our whole school sang it. We also sang, I guess you would call them slave spirituals.
I guess you could call it.
I was trying to think of what the politically correct term
What was the song?
Wade in the water?
Follow the drink and gourd. Which is the Big Dipper, because it points to the North Star. For the old man is a coming for to carry you to freedom, if you follow the drink and gourd.
How many black people were in your school in?
Few. Few to none. Somewhere in between few and none.
We just sang the state song. That was what we would do.
What's the state song?
Alabama, Alaska,
guess I
Arizona,
could've, yeah.
Arkansas, California.
We were big My Country 'Tis of Thee.
Nice. That's a great song.
You did Dominic the
Great.
Donkey a lot.
Remember when we were in pre-K, we all sang, what is the super American country or rock song? It's no.
God bless the USA.
Yeah, God bless the
Greenwood.
USA.
Greenwood.
And it was emotional. All our parents crying and shit.
Kind of crazy. We did the pledge every day.
Wait, Tommy, you did all that in a school in New York?
Yeah.
Wow.
Long Island.
Interesting.
Yeah, Long Island got pretty patriotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the Retainer versus Titanic. We are on Marty. Retainer versus Titanic.
Oh, retainer.
Retainer.
Mine, my teeth never closed.
Yeah.
You'd be wearing everything, never ever close.
It became a larger expense for you later on.
So
I can feel it now in my the retainer.
I've been grinding my teeth since we've been talking about it. Like that feeling after they shift.
It's so painful.
All right, next up
Hey,
is
Francis, do you still wear your retainer when you sleep?
No, I have a night guard now because I grind my teeth a lot. But I think it kind of keeps the teeth in place. But I think my teeth have stopped moving.
Next up, 7 seed versus 10 seed. The 7 seed is at home laser tag.
Oh,
I said this and I was like, you could not be more right.
I don't know what this
what
is.
is this?
at home
Never-
laser tag.
I've never
play-
tried.
Ever do like
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind
It was no. It was.
never know if you got a hit. Or you hit
ghost
someone.
of the actual experience.
Yes.
Which is already kind of lame.
That's how far the distance was
Yeah, it was-
between the at-home laser tag and
this
actual
must have
laser
sucked,
tag.
yeah.
It was so bad. And those systems never worked properly, really.
Yeah.
And it was only 2 sets usually.
I think
like
I do remember now. Yeah, it sucked.
The
miserable.
laser tag is rigged. Like they know who's gonna win
Yep.
before.
I
Like,
found that out, and I have a trophy.
No, I worked at a
Wait,
laser
that's
tag.
real?
Yeah, I worked
you
at
used
a
to fuck
laser
with
tag
it, right?
Nick
arena
did.
in high school, and I would pick out like the dorkiest kid, and I would give him invincibility, and he would win, and he'd get the
Oh.
trophy.
I won a birthday party one year.
Yeah, me too. We
I was like, how did I win? I don't think I was doing anything.
That means that he thought you were the dorkiest. Whoever that guy is. Thought you were-
That-
trained,
that's
like,
the most disappointing thing I've ever heard. I was always thought it, but I was like, "Fuck, there's no way." Really?
Yeah, you when you turned on the guns, you could like hold a button, and that gives
So-
that person invisibility.
You were the dork.
Jeff Lucas's
Invincibility.
8th birthday party.
Oh, Nick said a word wrong. Are we not? Okay, I thought we were gonna do the whole thing.
I didn't hear it. Us.
Yeah, I actually didn't.
Lucas's birthday party.
F. Lucas, he was the first kid with transition lenses.
Yeah.
World.
Yeah,
I was just thinking how funny it would be if the Titanic happened today, and there was some rich guy who was like, "Actually, I identify as a woman.
Yeah.
My pronouns are she, her,"
That
and
is-
like claimed trans to get on the
Oh,
lifeboat.
that would happen. I would do that.
Yeah.
I would too, dude.
Yeah.
Heartbeat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Dana would just pull down his pants like, "Yep, that's a girl."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice pussy. Damn, dude, nice pussy.
Just picturing World of T-shirts on the Titanic, modern day Titanic, in his sailor hat.
Yeah.
Did you guys realize? You know that his sidekick he has, that guy.
He's
Oh,
weird,
yeah.
dude.
You know, I interviewed him on
No.
the line, and I had no idea
No way.
'Cause
Michael
he-
Quinn?
because he owns.
Oh,
some-
Eltman's hot dog.
So I thought he was going to bring in hot dogs because we were doing this thing.
Wait a minute, this was like recently.
Yes, we were doing a bit
Relatively.
of like always getting people to come in with food so we could have free lunch every Friday.
This is before he was with World of
Yes, and I've been seeing this guy on TikTok, and he was nuts. He was insane. He interviewed himself the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't give you hot dogs?
No hot
Wait a minute,
dogs.
you're telling me World of T-shirts assistant is not above?
He's not a assistant. He just loves.
Kick.
Guy just loves
Yeah.
Murray Hill.
Yeah, he's his handler basically. They're in Vegas right now.
Are in
No.
Vegas.
That's too much.
Someone's got to stop that.
He needs stopped.
ASAP. Same with Larson. There needs to be some sort of intervention there.
This man needs stopped.
ASAP. So at home laser tag is going up against, this is one of, I believe, Nick's, or maybe it's yours. Turning airplane mode off and not having any text.
That was mine. Yep.
Yeah.
Landing from a plane, I'm expecting
Something.
thousands of text messages,
Yeah.
and to get like 2, and it's your mom being like, "Did you land yet?"
Yeah. I think I wanted to almost add on to it. I feel like when you're in like the texting stage with a girl and like you're like, all right, I'm gonna send this text, I'm gonna purposely go to sleep and not think about it, and I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be a text from her back. And then when you wake up and there's no text,
I would
back.
turn off my phone
Yes,
in
me
hopes that
too.
when I turned it back on, I would see. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and not getting it for that was misery. All right, so at home laser tag versus the airplane mode, not getting the text. KB.
Now I would gladly not have any texts. I don't like to text, but when it was popular, high school, college,
I mean, texting is still
Pretty big.
kicking.
Yeah.
What?
He said when texting was popular.
now I'm not like I don't
Right,
text
I
for
know.
fun.
For you,
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You're not like you don't.
I
You
don't want
when no
text.
text have. Yeah, I get what you mean.
yeah,
Not bad. So I'll still go with it.
Texting.
I'm on texting. I just got off. We got off a plane up in London. We got on. They say it's 7-hour flight. Oh yeah, there's no Wi-Fi on the flight.
Happened to us too.
I'm like, that's just a crazy thing to say. And then we landed, and both Rhea and I looked. No text from anybody.
Marty's girlfriend.
Oh, watch out now. Whoa.
I'll vote since Dana's gone, and I will say the at-home laser tag just because.
Dangerous. He left.
Oh yeah, no, he had to go to a meeting. So I'll go with the at-home laser tag because it really just was a waste for me and my brothers. Tommy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the texting. I somewhat similar to KB. Like, yeah, texting for fun, I think, is past. Like, there was a time we just, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna text.
that was
But
off, yeah.
when you're off a plane, like, I want almost people to be like worried. Where was I? Why was he, off the map for 7 hours?
You wouldn't mind if there was a death hoax about you, so you could see the.
Oh heavens, no! Borderline encourage it.
Right? It's going to happen.
So yeah, that.
I remember I went to Greece, and the girl I was talking to, I was like telling her, yeah, plane just got shot down over Ukraine, and I got to fly over Ukraine to get there. It was like 2014 or something, or 2013. And I was like, I got to fly over. It's going to be, it might be dangerous. I just want to let you know. And went on airplane mode, landed. No, nothing. Not even,
That makes
how are you?
perfect sense, weirdo.
She's probably like, what a fucking
She
freak.
showed everyone that text.
Plane that got shot down like a week earlier. I was like, fucking might not make it, man. I don't know.
Where were you going?
Greece, but you fly like kind of over the edge of the Ukraine to get there.
That's
from Switzerland.
I can't believe you texted somebody that.
Yeah. That was probably like a Russian.
You were trying to get a nude.
It was a passenger plane. It was like a passenger plane that got shot down.
Not a U.S. plane.
It was like an air something like Europe. I was taking like air Switzerland or something. I don't know.
Down deltas.
It wasn't. It was like air Swiss or something like that. But yeah, I was desperate for pussy. Nick.
Yeah. At home laser tag was the worst. I thought it would bring the joys of laser tag to my home. You had to attach like little sensors on you, right? Or is that what it was?
Yeah.
Put like the pack on.
Oh, it was real small on the chest. Though.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. You couldn't be far away. Yeah, at home laser tag.
At home laser tag, Francis.
I liked our at-home laser tag. It was just the gun, but it had a little sensor on the top, and it had if you pulled the trigger and pressed the button at the same time, you got one super shot per round, and if you hit someone directly, they'd be dead. And they actually worked okay. So I liked that, and the other option was
The airplane mode. Like
sure, I'll go with that.
Go with the airplane mode texting. All right, so now we're gonna have our 2 seed versus 15 seed second chain. This one is entirely from KB. Entirely KB's list, which was quite long. I narrowed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
The first one being Chet Hanks.
Yeah.
Was so disappointing.
I
about Chet
disagree
Hanks.
with that.
I mean, you could have went with it. I think Jackson Mahomes was a little too easy.
What's disappointing about Jackson Mahomes, though?
Yeah, who would be disappointed?
I mean, I think he's coming from the
His
position of being your
parents?
father.
It went 1 for 2. Like the one that they got, that's
Yeah.
great.
Pretty good one.
You go. You,
Okay,
you
I
take
mean-
those odds.
Maybe
Himself
I could see,
not having any athletic ability.
I
That
could
would
see
be-
Patrick Mahomes being disappointed in
Yeah, there's got to be some disappointment going on.
sullying his image.
So you're just going for like a fail son, basically. Is what
Yeah,
you're
people don't like
disappointment.
Patrick Mahomes just because of him. So that makes sense.
like Michael Jordan Jr. I would get it because everyone would be like, "Oh my God, he's gonna be just like Michael Jordan." Like,
Yeah.
he's not. Barricades.
I did not put barricades.
Yes, you did. I copied and pasted this directly from your list.
Barricades?
Yes.
The one that you said doesn't know what disappointment.
Did you
was.
mean
That
Barracudas?
No, that was Marty with 9/11.
Barracudas, because Barracudas disappointed me. I thought they'd be more lethal.
Dude, you put barricades. I
That's
just looked at the
honey
email
Dude,
again.
what
I
was
think
I?
you're thinking of
Oh,
Barracudas. the fish.
barcades.
You wanna
Oh,
see-
You
barcades.
fucked that up.
It looked like barricades. I don't know.
What does it say?
Wait a minute. What?
Barricades are disappointing.
Yeah. Barcades are fine.
So
Personally, I don't like them.
And what's all this Barracuda talk?
You want to watch something lethal? Watch the Honey Badger documentary.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we remember that. We were around in
Oh.
2013. All 13 Facebook notifications being from Farmville.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I loved Farmville. I was happy
Never
to get a
played that.
Farmville notification.
But I always got the
When the number was big and it showed up and none of
Yeah.
it was people fucking with you.
Spelled Tom and Hay. That was sick.
Going to a pool that's packed
the
with girls.
worst, bro. We really
Yeah.
are.
Cocaine.
On second thought, there's more disappointing things.
Then cocaine.
Yes.
The log flume.
Never liked the log flume.
Bro.
Always thought it would be way better.
You don't get wet enough on the
That's that's
hardly
a
a
great
water ride.
That's a great one.
barely get wet.
That's the most bullshit ride there is.
Only as an adult. As a kid, it's the build-up is okay. It's you know.
They're hit or miss. I've had some where I would get soaked as a kid. Like,
The
You're
ride-
probably thinking of like a plunge.
no.
The worst one is when you just
thinking of
go
a log.
under a waterfall and it
those-
just soaks you.
Yeah,
That's not a fun way to get
The
wet.
log flume is for the people not like walking. When they like it hits
Yeah,
the sidewalk pretty much.
Yeah.
That's who gets wet.
Log flume sucks.
They do
We don't go to a water park. Too.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go to Splish.
I really want to go.
I've been
Badly.
dying.
I've been seeing a lot of water slides on TikTok.
Yep, kids being afraid and that.
Yeah, I want to do.
We won't be afraid at all.
I will. Oh yeah.
Water parks.
Let's do a crazy water park.
I'm so down.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
They're
do
the most-
a group bracket trip to a
Wave
water
pool,
pool.
a slide.
Splash is one of the most disgusting places.
Yeah,
but it's
and
funny
awesome.
about it.
No, but it's
Come
awesome.
on,
Also,
let's
every-
do it.
Yeah, I would.
I'd love to go. I used to have a season pass. I love that. place.
And by the way, I'm not thinking we make a lick of content out of it.
Boys, boys. No phones.
yeah.
Our
I like that. We should do that.
only thing we're carrying is the splash pass.
Yeah, the splash. I won't go down that thing though without the float. I get scared.
Oh, I'm not doing the cliff dive.
No, cliff diver's so scary.
Cliff diver. Yeah, we're not doing that.
When you're driving, you're driving past it.
Yeah, it's about
So
like
you get above the
10,000
trees.
feet high.
It's above the
Tree
trees.
line, yeah.
No.
It's fucking. You only go like this.
down 90.
I say we go in July, like when the kids get tan.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got give them a little time.
Dude, it's gonna, and that thing is so tall, and it's just a straight down drop to the point where like you feel your
Never
back
done
kind of
it, never
separate
will.
from the slide.
Yeah,
Even the shark ride's a bit scary. You could really bang your head.
Alien invasion.
They all are, bro. They're scary as shit. And roller coaster, you're at least fucking parked in.
Devil Blast on an Alien Invasion.
Alien Invasion's
Ooh, so
incredible.
good.
Oh, so
Dragon Den,
good. So
Dragon
good.
Dragon Den is awesome.
Or when you're waiting in line, you get to look up the shorts of the kid ahead of you.
Yeah, you're really enjoying this.
Freshly tanned.
They don't know.
The worst is though when after the first ride, you get off, you're just fucking freezing.
Yeah.
Because you want to carry a towel around and
Damn,
shit.
yeah.
Water parks suck.
They're horrible. They're horrible.
Is that one Dragon's Den? Is that it?
Dragon's Den, yeah.
Yeah,
Dragon's
Den.
that's a good one. Hollywood Stunt Rider. Did they get rid of that?
Oh, yes, I know
They
what you're
might
talking
have,
about. That was
though.
like the big black one.
Yeah, I guess, man.
Sure, man. I don't see it like that.
Oh, you remember Sunset Beach next to us?
I would go way too often.
That was the most disgusting place on earth.
Trampoline in the middle.
The bottom of the pool was just sharp as fuck.
Yeah, it hurt.
I love when you'd find some money floating around because then you didn't have to bring your hush money for the day.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are people proud of you guys getting out of West Virginia?
No, they are the most
no one-
different.
No one
That's
has
probably
ever
the place,
mentioned it.
No.
Probably the place where they care about us the least.
Yeah, no one from Wheeling has ever mentioned our podcast
No, I
or
Remember
anything.
that video? There was that clip I think when you guys did Rediscovering in Wheeling, where like Donnie goes up and like asks some old lady, he's like, "Are you happy that KB and Nick like got out?" And she's like,
It's insane. People from Iowa fuck with us way more.
Yeah. Yeah, it is our demographic wise, target demo. No, they hate us. Not even hate us.
No, they
Don't even
know.
think of
care.
it. They're like
worse.
Dana.
That's
They
worse.
Don't know us.
like Dana B with you,
yeah.
basically. The cool parent or aunt or uncle being at a function.
When you go to a party and they're like, and then like their uncle is there and everyone's like, "Oh, he's cool though. He's a man." Like, still, I don't want to fucking.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Like at a
Well,
kid's birthday party.
Yours.
No, like an actual drinking party, but like, oh hey, my cool dad is gonna stick around.
The ends of
So
just
like
being the
now
creep.
that like
Yeah.
I'm older and like we're out, my dad, I'm like, yeah, come grab a beer with us.
Not yeah.
I'm fine. I'm older. Fuck. Might be oh shit.
You're an offender.
I'm an offender.
No, it's. I'm
now
thinking
it's
more like
completely
now it's fine.
different.
I'm thinking more as like a kid.
You drank with my dad.
Yeah, it was a lovely.
when you're like 17 and you're like,
oh,
yeah.
I
college
figured out the way to make him.
Yeah, I
like
don't
me
want to
pretty
drink with
quickly.
it.
no, an
Oh,
adult
dad.
just.
I don't care how cool he is. I'm not trying to fucking get wasted with
Yeah.
your
No,
uncle
when you're like
or aunt.
drinking illegally with a parent of
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's what. Now it's like, yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't like that.
You were
That's a
younger
good
though.
one.
That did stink. I despise. It's like feels gross.
Yeah, it's
yourself.
weird. Ugh.
Don't like that. The friend she brought for you.
What?
Yeah.
When your boy is going to see a girl and she has a friend for you.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'd never even participated in that, but I've heard horror stories.
No, I think it's a good pick. The jar of
Got once. Want to see The Grudge, and that's what it left me with, dude. I was left. I sat next to. She's a West Virginia beautician now. If that's it.
wait. Which place does she work?
I don't want to say.
The Fade Bunker.
No. She works at one of the harems.
Okay, the harems. Gotcha. A jar of Reese's peanut butter. Is that bad?
It had the Reese's logo, so I don't know. In my head, I was like, "This is gonna taste like candy," but it's just peanut butter. It's just their brand of peanut butter.
It's fair.
I like that. That's good.
Bottle service with supermodels.
Yeah, it's not all it's hyped up to be.
Shut the fuck up, man.
I can tell that if I were in that position, I would be disappointed.
You've never
Bottle
been-
service is disappointing.
I've never been. Yeah, it's
What do you mean with
disappointing.
supermodels? You mean like them as bottle girls, or they're there
People
with
who are chilling with supermodels getting bottle service?
like Dan?
I think it's just disappointing. It's not that fun.
Oh, it was very disappointing. The time we got bottle service with YP. That was a funny.
Oh, and we had to pay.
Dude, YP begs us to go to this place. He's like, dude, I'm getting bottle service. And we go there.
And it's Pink Whitney bottle service.
There's
And
20
then
of his boys
we had to hop. We got the tail end. We each got like a shot each.
It was
And
shot
we had to split the bill evenly with
Yeah.
just him and his two buddies.
and his boys.
How much was the? How much
It
was?
was insanely high at the time. I
Insane
didn't have money.
price.
Oh boy.
Dude, a bottle of Tito's at a club it'll be about $800.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
disgusting.
$27 at the liquor store. That's insane.
paying for the experience.
Paying for the experience.
Yeah. Okay. So here,
You are, but that's a lot.
That's a horrible experience. Just they're standing around with sparklers next to you. That sucks.
I like it.
they come out.
Sometimes they don't even come with the sparkle.
Yeah, but when they really do up the pageantry, like if they have
the sign.
if they have a surfboard come out and there's a guy is wearing the red bathing suit, the lifeguard, and they're playing the Baywatch music.
Yeah.
Like that'll be fun.
That'd be really fun.
Not as fun as a long afternoon at Splashtown, USA. No parents, no parents allowed.
Lazy River.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking wave
Place is
pool.
gross.
Oh no, the waves. I'm sorry, I touched you.
Oh.
I brushed up against.
Oh no, your little penis. Oh,
Being
you know.
less and less coy as it goes on. Oh, your boy dick.
Oh, shrinkage. You know.
Here's KB, Che, and options. Chet Hanks. All 13 Facebook notifications being from Farmville, going to a pool that's packed with girls. The log flume.
Wait a minute, we didn't talk about that one.
The pool packed with
Yeah, it's
Act
like
with girls.
especially in college, one of the apartment pools. There's a bunch of girls there, and you go there all excited, and then
I've heard about this
such
at ASU and
just
and
no
certain college
reward.
campuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My apartment, it had a pool in the back, and I just watched from the window.
Not creepy at all.
That'll work.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of bad energy radiating from this side of the room.
Jesus, Nick.
No, I didn't watch lustfully. I watched hatefully.
That's worse.
Binoculars next.
As I
can't have
furious. I will on my
kill them.
incel forum.
The crime that I was imagining went from like 7 years to like life in prison when you switch there.
Francis gets fired.
Wartime in the water park. Just in time for summer.
The log flume, the cool parent being at the function, the friend that she brought for you, the jar of Reese's peanut butter, and bottle service with supermodels. KB, you go.
I'm gonna go the peanut butter.
That's close for me too. Because I was really
what is
disappointed
the
in that.
peanut
It's Reese's branded
Reese's,
peanut butter.
yeah. So
It's just like regular.
it just
I
tastes
think
like
it'd be
Jif.
better peanut butter because it's really like
does sound disappointing, but I
It
can't
is.
relate to it.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't try to mislead you though. It's
But I would have thought it'd be better too.
You would think it would be.
Yeah,
Be
it'd just
more
be a little
sugar.
better.
Yeah.
It'd be like a chocolate swirl or something.
cereal's gotten more disappointing in my age.
Yeah, it's gotten.
Yeah, don't eat it.
Cereal's gotten
Fruit
woke.
Loops doesn't taste like anything.
Thanks a lot, Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
That's right. Still a big Raisin Bran guy.
Sometimes you can look at so many jokes that you guys say sometimes, and I laugh and have no idea what you're talking
Michelle Obama.
I don't know who Michelle
about.
Obama.
I know who
That
Michelle
wasn't a
Obama is. I don't know what she did with cereal.
It made school lunch healthy and shit.
She take
He's
box
still
tops away?
doing it, I think.
Still?
Yeah, but she's not in office.
She got rid. We didn't have super vanilla milk in our school anymore.
Super vanilla milk.
Yeah, you could get chocolate, vanilla, regular strawberry, or super vanilla.
What's super? Is it
It
just
was
more
just
sugar?
so good.
It's crazy?
You just
good.
a vanilla drink.
You had to have at least one parent in the clan to have it.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you guys have box tops?
Oh yeah.
That was.
I don't understand how that was.
I didn't know what that was.
It was. And I
What was
I
that?
don't know what it was. I think we got a pizza party.
And like
Yeah, really
Campbell's
it.
soup and
I'm going.
Yes.
I'm going with the parent at the party.
yeah, that actually
Parent at the party.
even sometimes even now when you go
Sometimes,
you're expecting
yes.
just people your age, then like they're
Their uncle's there.
yeah.
No, sometimes yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'm thinking like sleepovers where it's like we would like, you know, it's like, oh, and then like one of it's like, oh, the cool dad.
He's in the sleeping bag right by you.
yeah. He's going to stay up. He's going to cop a feel.
That was Francis' favorite thing.
Yeah.
That's too dry for me.
It's the The pruny little hands.
I need a little more liquid courage.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think I won a boxed up thing in freshman year of college for a Project X party. It wasn't like
Everybody was trying to throw Project X
Dude,
party.
yeah, that was a freshman year.
I was going to them too.
We just called
it
it
was
Project X.
just a
It'd be
regular
like
party.
40 people there.
I don't know if I've never seen the movie.
It's
I
fun.
just watched it again.
Movie.
It is really funny.
It's great.
It's an easy watch.
It's
super
great.
easy
Fun watch.
I don't like when it gets all sad at the end. Like I just like the party.
When they're on the bleachers at the end.
Yeah, and like
That's when it
the
gets
fire
sad.
and like I just wish it was like a movie about the party and there were no bad repercussions.
That was it.
Miles Teller being in it's one of the funnier things.
As,
Oh, that
as a
girl-
peripheral character.
Yeah.
Alexandra Knapp.
See the dark haired girl he hooks up with
Yeah.
first? Oh my god, that girl is
She was at the
out
time I was
of
like,
control.
this is the hottest girl I've ever seen.
yeah.
What's she up to?
Honestly, Tommy, though, that movie really reminds me of you
Reminds you of me.
and like your friends. Yeah.
Did you guys throw him a lot at
Dax, you
Forum?
know Dax Flame?
Yeah.
You know who that is?
No.
Isn't that the camera guy?
What the fuck is
You would know him if you saw him.
Who's Dax Flame?
Thinking he was in that.
Dax Flame. Let's see. The cast list. Thomas.
It's funny.
Oh, man. Thomas Mann. I forgot.
That the chubby guy, the friend, did a porn scene. Full blown.
Full frontal?
I think he was on
Jewish
You
one?
were right about Dax Flame.
Alexa Snap?
that the guy with the glasses, he was in a porn scene on I think it was either like a bang bus.
Fuck? Did he fuck?
Yes, his dick
Oh.
is having sex with
Hold on.
major porn stars, 3 of them.
What? He was the camera guy.
Yeah, there was an article written about it. Maybe we
I gotta
blogged
look
it.
that up.
Oh, this girl is so hot.
Hey, let's rediscover the thread
Project
here.
X movie star Jonathan Daniel Brown fucks 3 girls.
Yeah.
He was pretty heavy. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, yeah. No, he's going at it.
You're watching?
Nude.
It's like they put like googly eyes on the head of his dick.
What's everybody looking at here? Can we?
I'm looking at Alexa
Oh, yeah,
Snap.
I am too.
nude.
I was watching a Minty video. Really was he with the Vandy whistle again?
So Nick, which one did you want from the
Oh my
KB chain?
god, perfect.
I think I'm gonna go party with the adult.
Party with the
there's
adult.
a cool adult there, yeah.
Francis.
Sure, that works.
Party with the adult. Okay, so that's gonna move on and go up against number 2
We're
seed.
not even in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, we gotta
That's
put
what I'm saying.
We're
Let's
about to go-
fucking go.
We gotta go.
The last one. So Game of Thrones.
2 hours in. We're 2 hours in. We're just chilling.
Game of Thrones season 8.
We're hanging
versus
out for
the
sure.
Party with adult.
It's so much momentum.
Oh my
I
god.
forgot we were even on the
One
show.
of our better episodes.
It is.
All of a sudden, 5 of you have your heads in your phones.
We're just hanging out.
Yeah, I want to bring up Alexa Snap, and I'm not going to look at her fucking bare tits. Get real.
Wait, is she naked in the movie?
Yes, they're stills. You can kind of see them.
Would you like 3 tissues for your chest, Tommy?
Garcon.
Game of Thrones season 8, like the whole finale season versus partying with the adult. Francis.
I did not mind Game of Thrones season 8. I thought a lot of that hate was sort of groupthink, and truly did not think it really fell off all that much, if I'm honest. So I will say the partying with the adult.
Party with adult. Nick.
Adult.
Adult.
Oh, Game of Thrones. I mean, I agree.
Oh, Game of Thrones. But that's so cliche. I'm so sick of
I know
talking
it's
about
cliche.
I agree with that, but just because it's cliche doesn't mean it's not true.
it. Right, but it's just like I want it erased from history.
Yeah, and I don't even. Yeah, Bran shouldn't have been the fucking king. Game of Thrones.
Way to ruin it.
What's that?
You just ruined it.
I
Seen
think
it?
it's past.
Never
the
seen it.
spoiler.
Yeah, we're way past that point now.
No, yeah, I'm never gonna watch it, but I'm going with the parent.
Parent and
I was going parent.
AB. Parent
Yeah, I
versus
haven't
Game of
seen
Thrones.
Yeah.
All right, so the parent partying with adult beat our 2 seed. All right, let's run through these playoffs. First, we have the delivery catfish versus the year of 2020. You're up, KV. Just stuffed your mouth with
don't we start on this
Mediterranean
side?
chicken.
Yeah, we'll come around.
I kind of want him to have to say it through the mouth.
This will be some good ASMR, maybe.
No,
Yeah.
What is it?
I hate food sounds.
2020 versus delivery food catfish.
Delivery food.
Delivery food, Marty.
Delivery food.
Delivery food.
Delivery food.
I'm with you on delivery food too.
Push it through.
Yeah, go through with it, but I'm still saying 2020, and you guys are fucking ridiculous for not saying it.
The first paycheck saying the tax is taken out versus the bad weather on a.
There were goods in 2020. No good in a delivery food catfish.
All right. If you, it's not even worth playing this game. But like, if you said to yourself, would you rather face another year of 2020, or
Would I rather get my
Would you rather-
job?
would you rather like 1 out of every 5 food deliveries you order is disappointing?
But the question isn't what's worse; it's what's more disappointing.
Yeah, sure.
I think that 2020, like, unless you had some crazy trip planned or something, like
It was out of our
you had
control.
baseline expectations, whereas you could get yourself really hyped up for a food delivery that looks delicious in the
Depends your
pictures,
situation.
and then
2020.
feels super
Like,
disappointing.
it depends what your life is at that
Yeah.
time.
Too. So who are we at? First paycheck versus the bad weather on a day where you have outdoor plans.
Oh, good one here. I'll say, ugh, man, oh man. I'll go with. Fuck.
Would you like me to go?
I have my answer ready.
Go ahead, you guys.
Bad weather. You can always. There's always more days. That first paycheck, you see that. That's forever.
See, I was going with a different reasoning. Is that taxes are a thing? Like, it's not like
You
when
don't know rain's a
Yeah,
thing.
rain's
Yeah, but like it ruins.
You can see it from indoors.
Yeah, and I can't identify.
What's going on right now?
No, I'm not near a window. I'm not near a window. I think that, yeah, but like, taxes are a thing. Like, that could really ruin your day. You get over the fact that the taxes exist and you're going to have to pay them.
Yeah, I don't know. You could make positive arguments for rain. Like, all of a sudden, I don't know, that little 12-year-old's competing in a wet T-shirt contest that he didn't expect to be. You pale fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Add a little extra lube to the slide.
So you're going with the first paycheck?
Where are we?
First paycheck versus the bad weather.
Yes, I was thinking about that kid. I'm gonna go with the paycheck, the taxes.
Paycheck, Marty.
I'm going paycheck. Sometimes, even if I'm looking forward to something, rain, just like canceling plans is sometimes nice.
Yeah. KB.
I haven't noticed.
It's been fun.
I'm still happy on payday.
Shit, you're right.
Still payday. It's still payday.
Fuck.
That's my shit. He's got a point.
He's still
Damn.
I
right.
still haven't voted yet, so I'm with you on that.
Weather.
So Gooch, you just rejoined. Gooch, you want a tiebreak?
Yeah, it's got to be the weather. I mean, that really it fucking ruins, especially on a weekend. It's been happening in New York for the last like 2 months.
Oh, it's been amazing
Yeah.
during the week.
Yep.
Bad weekend.
Yeah. It's just depressing.
So bad weather versus delivery catfish. Start with you, KB.
Weather.
One for weather, Mush,
It was delivery catfish.
versus bad weather.
Delivery catfish.
Delivery catfish. I'll go with the bad weather. Tommy?
I'm gonna go with the bad weather. I really don't like bad weather.
Bad weather, Nick?
Bad weather.
Bad weather is going to move on, but Francis?
I will say delivery catfish simply because I don't order that often, and when I do, it's a special treat. And if it doesn't come well, it's a huge letdown for me.
Fair enough. All right. On the other side, the retainer situation, having to wear a retainer after finally getting your braces off, versus the power balance bands.
Jesus, this is like having like 15 and 16 seats.
Those are bad. I'll go with retainer because I still don't know what the power balance bands are.
Retainer?
Yeah, I'll go retainer.
Retainer?
I mean, if a power balance band
Oh, I mean, come
was
on, man.
branded to make it be like you can't fall down and then it just was a bracelet, I'll go with that.
Retainer.
It's retainer.
Power band, I'll
If
go.
you were disappointed by that, you're just an idiot.
Yeah.
You have 2 years of braces, and you have to still put something in your mouth every day.
I just don't. People just don't do
Just
that.
don't do it.
I know, but you get disappointed.
On the other side, the party with the adult versus the not got the text. Our text situation with the airplane that we had talked about, which you can expand more. But KB,
Fucking adult.
The adult.
Maybe hates that.
I really do
I
too.
never liked it.
And especially an unexpected adult
yeah.
is the worst. When you're like, why is he here?
Oh, inviting my cousin who's like
You just
10
have
years
to,
old.
like,
Yes.
You can't have the same conversations you'd have.
No.
Tommy, I'm going with party with adult too.
I'm going with the text.
It changes the entire night because you can't talk about, you can't reminisce, you can't talk about things you've experienced with that person because this person's here. You got to talk about the fucking Lakers or something. I don't fucking know.
So party with
Adult.
adult.
Yeah, it's definitely party with adults. Such an odd phenomenon. Why would they be there?
Mm-hmm.
I love how we're saying that as for not all grown adults.
Yeah.
We're not going to hang out with a bunch of fucking
Dude, or some shit.
If I go to a party this weekend and there's a fucking grown up there, I'm gonna be so mad. Fucking grown.
Oh no.
Oh, Manola's here to defend his walk.
He was defenseless.
Defenseless as we shredded his.
Oh yeah, you can take that seat.
Yeah, come pop a squat as we.
Maybe that one.
I tell my friends, I have a friend that fake yawns. Some guy DM'd me. Your friend DM'd me saying you fake yawn. And you know I know your friend because I sent him a video.
For quick context. First time here, sorry. For quick context, 2 friends from back home DM him every year asking him to send a birthday video for my friend who is an absolute degenerate gambler from before I worked here.
Guy just always DMs me can you send a video for my friend's birthday? And I'm nice, and I do it. And ends up being his friend. This is yo, Marty, I saw the clip of Manoli being a fake yawner as his friend from his hometown. It's true. Another secret is he throws a ball with the same leg going forward. You should have him do something.
What?
Oh no! Wait, what?
Yeah, that checks out.
You see, I wasn't lying. To get DM me.
My dad was a soccer guy. I played Little League for 1.5 years, and I got pretty much no position because it was either second base, and I was too short for that, and then it was outfield, and I was too short for that. So
you were too short.
I was just too short for everything. That's why I walk on my tiptoes. There is context for all of this.
I kind of want to see you throw a ball now.
You're short for the outfield.
I was too. A ball went clear over my head. I didn't think I broke 5 foot till 10th grade. I'm a staggering 5'5" now. I'm shocked I made it this far.
We got to have a ball somewhere, right?
Are you looking for a ball?
I haven't thrown a ball since this moment they're talking about. I guess it's all a mental game now. I think I know how to, but now I'm just
pull it out. Give him more than that. Give 10.
Spit on it,
How is there not a ball? Oh, you're damping up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, we could go outside of the room and get a ball in 5 seconds.
Why are you damping up like that?
I mean, we're no longer we don't do sports at Barstool Sports anymore.
Here, wait. Can we have him stand here and then throw it at that window?
Just have him throw it across the room.
There we go.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the camera has a good view of everything.
All right. Now I'm thinking about it.
Just do what you would naturally do.
Wait, we have to have him throw so we can see the full motion. Should we have him throw that way, or should we have him throw
where it is good?
What do you think, Gooch?
I think he's good where he is. If he just throws to Francis or
throws
something.
it to Francis.
Throw like you want to break it through his body.
Well, I mean, just a normal throw.
I'm trying to recreate the motion.
Maybe he does need more room. You might be right.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh my God! I had just flashbacks to Little League of we all had one of those kids.
Everyone had that.
One kid.
I got cut from Little League. Absolutely.
Yeah,
not officially, but enough to stop going.
Should we show off the walk too?
The walk.
We did mention the walk, and
he was walking back past fast when we saw him.
Yeah, that's true.
Blur.
You kind of remind me of John Travolta in Grease when he feels the need to try out for the track team to impress the girl. Not only you dress like him, but you have the lack of athleticism too.
And unfortunately, I'm also a foot shorter than him, which doesn't add to any of my case.
So the yawning. What's up with that?
The yawning. Listen, I've been keeping track now because ever since he said it, it's all that's running through my head.
That would break me.
It
broke my friend in college. It really did. And he couldn't stop.
This is what I'll say. I won't say I'd be doing it on purpose, but I'll realize it's you ever have a sneeze and you think you're about to go through or follow through with it and it just disappears? I feel like I'm just always exhausted and
follow through with
and I refuse to let go of the yawn.
Oh, it's a lull in the conversation.
It's never.
There's a lull in it. In our conversation, you do a little fake yawn.
Maybe you just bore me, Mosh. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I like it.
I
don't mind the fake yawn.
I don't either.
No, I don't.
I think it's
all right, like that type of.
Sort of cool.
It's
disarming.
It's just like
I could get on board with this. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I will. It's never on purpose. I don't think I've on purpose been now's a good time for you.
No, it's
it always just comes out of me, and then. But now I'm noticing it.
Don't worry about that. Worry about the throw and what else did you
run.
Walk?
The walk. That's not going anywhere. I go home and my mom will yell from the hallway, heel toe. This is going nowhere.
What's the thinking?
I think like once again, like a small guy. Like I think from when I was a kid, like gotta reach up everywhere. I'm always on my tiptoes. Now it's just
They're just like force of
Atlantic.
Did
habit.
you just break curfew your whole life?
Your parents' cat burglars.
my house was. If I could have snuck out of my house, I was in Fort Knox. My parents had like 3 different kinds of alarms. I was like just sneaking off to get like bag of chips at 3 a.m.
Oh, so you were always sneaking around.
Oh yeah,
You guys.
Okay.
silent and
Everything makes sense.
I know a lot of toe walkers. It's not the toe walking with your pace. It's the choppiness of the steps.
Oh,
I think that's just like that's a
New critique.
that's just like a New York thing. I feel like you have to. You get here if you walk slow.
Blame the walking on New York.
Oh no,
There's a difference between fast walking and choppy steps.
Well, I don't get long. I
He's
just
gotta
I guess
walk.
I
I haven't
adapted
seen
for
walking.
the short and fast instead of. I mean, my long strides are probably one person's normal ones.
I
So
feel
you
like
just
we
gotta
need to
roll
see it
with
on camera. Like I feel like because we need the YouTube audience to be able to see it. Is there a way we can show it off? Should we have it? Can we
need
get a
that,
view in the
yeah.
hallway, Gooch? Do we have enough of a? Let's see.
Down the hall.
I'm trying to think if we could get him to go down the hall. What should we do?
I think he's a fluid walker.
Efficient.
Yeah.
Like it looks like you could tip. You could tip over.
Reflection in that. Maybe we could do like over here.
Your shoes wear
Oh, could we turn
away?
one of those
Do
around
you
at
have
the
to go through
hallway?
shoes faster?
Yeah, could we get the one behind Francis maybe to go?
I mean, even that's a decent
Oh,
amount.
you
of
could see it
space.
right there.
Yeah,
Just pace back and forth.
Yeah.
I can do that.
we're gonna zoom out a bit, Gooch.
Pretend like Castellani gets in your way.
Wait, hold on. Let's wait till we get the angle right. Things all over the place.
It's really glad we found this 20 minutes permission.
Yeah, we need to make
Act 5.
we need to make the show longer.
The encore. Okay, I think we're good to go.
We had to make it longer.
Act like he gets in your way.
The comedic relief before the tragedy in a Shakespearean play.
He's choppy.
Yeah.
He's trying to play it
this
off
is-
now. He's
he's
trying to
playing
play
it
it
up.
off.
But that's how he does walk.
No, he's not.
Yeah, look at those heels. They are not on the ground.
Yeah, they don't touch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's also I realized we're blocking where his feet are.
That's
for
all
the most
Yeah.
part, yeah.
Yeah, though.
Just sorry, we got most of it. I think.
we go.
We're gonna need to find you when you're not suspecting that we're watching.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard otherwise.
You go and tuck in too.
I like the
I
tuck.
like the tuck's
The
good.
tuck.
It's short.
I like the look.
I can't tuck.
Lot.
I can't.
It looks like a
Look
greaser
at me.
right now.
Real quick, we're doing the bracket of the biggest disappointments in life. Do you have any that you want to throw out there real quick? Like I said, the Reese's peanut butter.
Thank you.
That's the best example. Yeah, good.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one
he
is
went
the one.
stand up routine.
Holding the whole stand up off the ground.
What are like some like exact? You said like the Reese's peanut butter. Is there like
When there's an old relative at the party.
Catfish food delivery.
Go to a water park. Everyone's older than you expected.
Oh, I feel like. Well, here's one I experienced: going up, waiting all
That's
day
good.
in line
Saved it.
for a good roller coaster, and finding out you're not tall enough to hit it. Like when you're
Yes, that's happened to me too with the go karts. Yeah.
They put what kind of demented place puts it at the end of the line?
Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, some do.
No, they're usually.
That's happened to me.
I can't imagine.
And I had to walk right back down.
Hershey Park, Hershey Park, Maryland, Hershey Park, PA, notorious for that. But also, I think every kid thinks they can beat the system. Like,
Yeah.
once again, tiptoes. You just kind of
Notorious.
a little half inch. Hershey Park, known for their chocolate, and
Are you from Central PA?
I'm from like Upper Maryland. I'm pretty much like on the PA line.
Yeah, like Hagerstown.
Forest Hill, Maryland.
Like
Like,
Yeah.
give a shout out to the smallest area of Maryland ever.
Closer to Strasburg, if I had to guess. Is that right? That's first town I thought of in Pennsylvania. All right. Thank you, Manoli.
Thank you, Manoli.
Thank you, Manoli.
Let's fucking finish this stupid thing up.
God damn, what time we
Partying with adults versus wearing the retainer.
adults?
Adults.
Adults.
We're officially on 2 hours.
This is all right, and this is the last two. This is the final. It's the bad weather on a day you have outside plans versus having a party with an adult. KB,
It's the bad weather.
bad weather. Mush,
Adult.
adult. I'll go with bad weather.
Bad weather.
Bad weather.
Weather.
Weather's gonna be the winner. Francis.
Yeah, I'll say weather.
Bad weather.
What if it was a beautiful fucking day? You can't wait, and that fucking adult's there.
I'd rather that than the rain.
Oh, we can't go any longer. Why would you say that now,
Yeah, let's
man?
keep it going, baby.
All right, that's the bracket, episode 79. We'll see you guys next week.